Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Brielle Tarot, where we bring peace to the overthinking mind and clarity to the heart that's been waiting for answers. If you're new here, hi, my loves. I'm Brielle, your intuitive reader and cosmic bestie, and today's energy feels like a deep breath after a storm. This message is for my wise and grounded Capricorns, and Spirit is saying loud and clear, stop overthinking. This is the message you've been waiting for. I can feel that you've been caught in a loop lately, replaying conversations, questioning signs, wondering if you made the right choice. But Spirit wants you to pause, exhale, and trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. So, Capricorn, grab your tea, unclench your jaw, and let's see what Spirit has been trying to tell you all along. The first card that appears is Judgment, and its energy is powerful. It speaks of awakening from the past, a moment of realization for you or someone connected to you. It could mean that someone who once walked away is now reconsidering coming back. But Judgment is also a call from your soul, a test from the universe asking, will you keep waiting or start reevaluating yourself? The universe is guiding you to heal, not because you've lost, but because you deserve to rise again. Next comes the Eight of Cups, the energy of walking away from something that no longer serves your heart. It feels heavy, like you've given everything yet still felt unappreciated. But this card isn't about loss. It's about courage. The courage to say, I deserve happiness. Sometimes true love isn't about holding on, but having the strength to walk away when your heart no longer grows in the same place. Then appears Justice, and this is interesting. Justice reminds you that everything happening now is part of divine balance. Maybe you gave too much before. Now the universe is returning that energy in a fairer form. If you've been hurt, don't worry. The truth will surface. Justice works like soft karma, not to punish, but to restore balance to a heart once broken. Next, Three of Swords shows up. And yes, it's not an easy card. It represents pain, heartbreak, and disappointment that might still linger. But the universe whispers, don't let the past steal today's peace. Your tears were not wasted. Sometimes it's through heartbreak that you learn to love yourself the right way. After the storm, the world arrives, a symbol of completion. You're closing an old chapter you fought hard to move past. A new, peaceful cycle is beginning. The world is opening up for you now. New people, new opportunities, even new love. Just make sure you step into this next phase with a heart that's no longer chained to old memories. However, Eight of Swords appears next, and this speaks of your own thoughts. You feel trapped, but what's really holding you back is your fear. You can break free anytime you choose. Stop blaming yourself. Sometimes fear is only a shadow, one that grows because you've been staring too long at the past. Then comes death. Don't be afraid. It's not the end, but transformation. Death means letting go so that you can be reborn. You're evolving. The version of you that once feared being left behind is now becoming someone who understands that you never truly lose. Because real love doesn't need proof, only awareness. Next appears the Queen of Pentacles, and her energy is beautiful. This is you after healing, independent, gentle, yet strong. People will be drawn to your warmth and calm energy. You'll start focusing on your stability, your career, and loving yourself the way you once loved someone else. But then, the moon reversed comes as a reminder. There are things you still don't see clearly. Don't be fooled by illusions or sweet words that lack truth. This card asks you to be honest with your own heart. Often, confusion doesn't come from not knowing the answer. It comes from fearing to face it. And suddenly, the Lovers appears, glowing with powerful connection. It represents a strong bond between you and someone special. Yet it also challenges you to choose consciously. Will you return to the past or open your heart to something new? Because now, love isn't about who arrives first. It's about who stays for the right reasons. Next comes the Nine of Swords, showing your restless thoughts at night. Wondering, what if they don't come back? Or, what if I make the wrong choice? But the universe wants you to know, you're not alone. Sometimes anxiety comes because you're being too hard on yourself. Breathe. Trust that everything will unfold as it should. Finally, Four of Pentacles closes the reading. A message about letting go. You might still be holding on to memories, afraid to lose again. But the universe says, the tighter you cling to what's not meant for you, the more it hurts. Learn to trust. What's truly meant for you will never slip away, even without you chasing it. Has this person really moved on, or are they just pretending to be strong? Someone currently looks busy with many things, and the Three of Pentacles shows that this person is trying to build something. Maybe work, a new project, or simply fixing their own life. But all that busyness is really just an escape. Someone wants to look busy to seem strong, so everyone, including you, will believe that they're fine. Yet deep inside, every time they achieve something, there's still a shadow of you in their mind, like a quiet whisper they can't control. They often look far ahead, as shown by the Two of Wands, as if planning a new future. But their thoughts are divided. One part of them wants to truly start over, while the other still holds on to the past. Sometimes at night, when the world grows quiet and there's no one left to talk to, their mind automatically drifts back to you. They might open old messages, look at pictures, or just remember the small things you used to do together. It's not because they're weak, it's because a part of them still isn't ready to let go. The Three of Swords appears, and here everything becomes clear. Their heart is still wounded. The pain might not be visible, but it runs deep. They swallow it alone, hiding behind smiles and a cold attitude. But beneath that strength, they're still holding back tears they never allowed themselves to shed. They're not truly okay, just good at pretending to be. With the Six of Swords, the universe shows that someone is genuinely trying to leave the past behind and move forward. But the journey isn't peaceful. Every time they feel like they're moving away from you, memories return like soft but constant waves, pulling them back to the same place. They walk away but keep looking back. They want to move on, but their heart still lingers. The Five of Cups reinforces that regret still haunts them deeply. They often look back, wondering what went wrong, what they wish they'd done differently. Sometimes they regret their words, their choices, or the coldness they once showed. They might never admit it to anyone, but deep down, they know they lost something precious. You. When everyone else sees them laughing, only they know the heaviness they still carry inside. Yet amid all that regret, the Page of Pentacles brings a bit of light. It shows someone who's slowly learning to rebuild their life. They're beginning to focus on the small things they can control, trying to piece their future back together. But what's interesting is that in every step they take, you're still there, unconsciously motivating them. You're both the reason they want to grow and the reason they sometimes stop halfway, still not ready to release the memories completely. Next comes the Seven of Cups, a sign that they're surrounded by many choices. Maybe they're meeting new people or exploring new things, but everything still feels empty. No one truly replaces you. The people who come into their life only fill the silence, not their heart. The more they try to distract themselves, the more they realize that nothing compares to what they once had with you. The Page of Swords reveals that they're still quietly watching you. Maybe through social media, through friends, or simply through intuition they can't explain. They still want to know how you're doing, whether you're happy, whether you found someone new. But their pride keeps them silent. Their silence, though, is full of attention. They still think about you, but only in ways they allow themselves to. With the Two of Swords reversed, it's clear they're confused. They know they need to decide, to either stay bound to the past or truly move forward, but their mind feels stuck. They don't know how to love again without comparing, or how to forget you without losing part of themselves. Because the truth is, you've become a piece of them that's hard to let go of. When the Eight of Cups appears, the universe shows that someone is truly trying to walk away. But this isn't an easy departure. They walk carrying a heavy heart. They try to convince themselves that letting go is the right choice, but deep down, their heart resists. Every step away is a struggle, because behind that determination, there's still a small hope that someday, fate will bring you together again in a better version of yourselves. Then comes the Devil, and this is where the truth reveals itself. They're still emotionally, even spiritually, tied to you. Their energy hasn't fully detached. There's still obsession, curiosity, even fear of losing you completely. Maybe they still keep things that remind them of you. Listen to songs that bring you back, or even dream about you sometimes. They aren't free yet. They say they've moved on, but deep inside, you're still the shadow that binds them. Finally, the King of Swords closes the reading with an energy that's cold yet deep. They're now trying to organize their life with logic, suppress their emotions, and act firm so they don't appear fragile. They choose to think rationally, refusing to be led by their feelings. But that doesn't mean the feelings are gone. They've just hidden them in a place no one can reach. From the outside, they look strong, but that strength is really just their way of protecting themselves from a pain that hasn't truly healed. Capricorn, Spirit needed you to hear this today. You don't have to keep replaying what's already been decided. The moment you stop chasing answers, the truth naturally finds its way to you. You are safe, you are guided, and everything you've been waiting for is aligning quietly behind the scenes. If this message calmed your heart or spoke to your soul, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you never miss when Spirit drops another divine reminder just for you. Remember, my loves, as peace isn't found in control, it's found in surrender. I'm Brielle, and this was your message from the universe. Now breathe, trust, and let the blessings catch up to you.